So okay, when we are using this clear, it will clear all the list. Del means it is completely deleted, and remove means we can remove only one element at a time. Okay, so this is the difference between del function, clear function, and remove function. Okay, so we have another function also. Okay, this is your index function. Okay, this index function, actually this is not a big deal. So return the index in the list item and whose value is x, or search from the list of the elements. So it will return the index of this. Okay, so if you will give this value, then it will return your index. So let's see how it is working this. Okay, this. So if I am going to use this, so this is my list. Okay, my list of the data, code, Java, Python, Ruby. So what is the index of Python? 0, 1. So it will return whatever the value we will give, it will return your index only. So I am going to compile this, sorry, run this, execute this. So you can see I am getting this only, this, right? So this is your index function. Okay, so same whatever I had discussed this. So same example we can use here. Okay, let's, something is there, nothing. I think we can pass this argument also inside this this index function. We can pass this argument, but let's see, if you are running any code like output is you're not able to understand, then do the dry run. So here we will get all the output of whatever this list of the value we will get. Here we will get the index, and we have an Ansible and 0. So here let's execute this. So we are getting here this sorry, here we are getting this 0 only. So once again, if I will change this one, then I am going to execute this. Okay, so value error, Ansible is not in the list. Okay, so it indicates only whatever the value we have given this. Okay, because Ansible is present here only, right, in the 0. Ansible is present in the 0. When I am going to give this 1, so what happened, it is error is coming. Okay, so that's why we pass this, whatever the value we are passing this, so that's why this value is coming 0. Okay, so this is your one other example. Okay, so we can a string we can convert into the list also, right? Because this is a string value, right? If you want to convert a string as a list, so we have a one function that is name itself list function. Okay, so we have a requirement, you have to do the conversion. Conversion means we are going to this is the hello world, and this is the function, list is a function. We pass this a string here, then what happened, it will convert in the string format. So now I'm going to execute this. So let's see what happened here. So when I am going to compile this, so you can see this all here, it is considered also a space also, because in this input in this string we have a space also, right? So by using this space, so it is also considering in the output, because if you will give anything, then it is coming in the list format. So some requirement is there. They have given the requirement to have a string value, then you have to convert into the list, and you have to delete last of the element. So this type of the requirement and logic they can ask. So we'll come with logic when I will start with if else statement, for loop statement, while loop statement. So we'll come with logic also. Okay, so this is your list function. Okay, so we have a one more thing, like same, like index, we will get the value 2 here, right? Same thing I am going to apply with, after doing this I am going to apply this. Okay, like performing this indexing operation. Okay, so I think this is a different code. Let's compile this, run this. So what is the requirement, right? So requirement is there, we have a one string hello world, then you have to convert into the list, then you have to find the index of L. So you can see we have a double, right? L. So it is taking the first one only, 0 1 2, that's why its value is coming index 2. Okay, so this is one more. We have another function is called count function. So count function means return the count of the number of the item passed as an argument. What is the meaning of this? So this is the syntax, list dot count an item. So we'll discuss it. What is this meaning of count function? So count function will give you the count, whatever the element which is present in your list. So when we are going to, so we have a one list, tech item, code Java, Selenium, Python. Again you can see Python, big data, Hadoop, Spark. So now I want to count this Python, how many times Python is present inside this, number of the items. It will count number of the item which is present in the inside the list. Okay, so if I will compile this, so now we'll see. So we are getting, now I am going to count this Python, right? List, just we are going to print of list dot count of value. We have given this Python. Okay, so that's why this is coming 2 times, Python, right? Now I took this here, I took here Selenium. So Selenium, if I will give, then how many times is there? So it will come only 1, because the Selenium is present only 1 time. So this is called count function. It is counting how many numbers of the element, number of the occurrence of the element which is present inside this. We have a one class, function is called sort function. So sort the item of the list in the place. Here we have a syntax of list of sort reverse equal to true and false. But if you are not giving this true and false value, then by default it is taking the false. Sort function does not support mixed data list. Mixed data means it does not support heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means if you have inside this list, if I am going to store a string type, int type, different data types if you are using inside the list, then what happens? This is the different type, so it won't be support. Okay, so let's see. We'll see this example. So we have one example. So this example I am using this sort, but we have some restriction with sort method, sort function. So we have a restriction, we have a sort, we have a one list. Again, now I'm printing this, I'm going to sort this. So we will compare this output before sort and after sort. Okay, this is your before sort and this is your after sort. So after sort. So now if I will do this, if I will compile this, so let's see what the output is coming here. So when we are going to use sort function, so it is sorting this data, right? So you can see it is like alphabetical order. So B is coming first, then C, then H, then P, then Selenium, then Spark. So it is sorting this list. So if I am going to use here 10, So let's see what happened. If I will run this, then what happened here, we will get error because not supported between the instance of int and a string. So that point, that's why I have written here, short does not support mixed data lists. Mix means you can only give this a string type. If you are giving this, if you are giving this float type, then you have to give only float type. If you are giving the integer type, then you have to give only integer type. Okay, so it won't be support list, sort, mixed data type. Okay, so this is your sort. So one more example with sort. So this example of sort, wait once again. So this example, okay, so we have again just we are doing same steps. So let's see what I'm going to do here. Just same list is there. Again I'm going to print here, right, before sort and after sort. Now this is after sort. Here I use a reverse equal to true. So this is your updated list after that. So here I have used one more step, reverse equal to true. So let's see what happened here. So just print this value, then I will come with the output, then you guys are able to understand what is the meaning of this. So you can pass one more argument. So first, as it is this list is passing, right, as it is this list is passing, right, same, just we are printing this list. Now we have did sort here. Before sort, sorry, before sort, this cursor is going back. So this is your before sort and this is after sort. So now we have a one before sort, we have after sort, and now again I am going to perform one more operation, reverse equal to true. Then you will get now message with output. So now we'll see with this. So now you can see before sort, as it is we have a list. This operation we have already performed, right? Now we have applied one more operation that is called reverse equal to true. This list I am going to reverse this. Okay, so now if I will use this reverse, then it will reverse the list of the element. That's it. Okay, so we are performing two steps, one is sort, one is reverse. Okay, so this is the another. We have a one more reverse function. So someone will ask how to reverse the list. So reverse order of the item in the list, simply same syntax. So now here, before what I am going to do, we have performed two operations, sort and reverse. Now we have you have to only reverse. Then we have one more function that is called reverse function. So by using this reverse function, again we'll go with this and just go with this and okay. So now this list, this is my list and just I am going to reverse this. Okay, so if let me print before also, so it will get the clear message, before and after. So I am not writing this before and after, just I am going to execute this. So when I am going to do this, then just we are simply reversing this, right? So this is reverse of list. So we have one more function that is called copy function. Copy means it will return the shallow of the copy of the list. So what is the meaning of this? Will come with this example. So when we are doing the example, it will get the clear picture how this function is working. So we have a multiple function to performing the operation. So this is makes the Python easy. So they have given all the functions. Okay, we have a one list, again text item. We have a core Java, Selenium, Python, Big Data, Hadoop, Spark. Then again I am going to do copy here, so before and after. So let's execute this. So what happened, it will copy all the list in the same list. Okay, so just it will print the copy of this list simply. Yeah, you can print 2 times, the output will come same. So what happened, it will copy it same element and print here. So before we are getting the same output, or now we are getting the same output. Simply it is, you will get the copy of the list. So that is called copy function. Okay. So list, convert a list into the tuple. So tuple is also the data structure. So coming session I will discuss, but how to convert tuple. We have a list and a requirement is there, you have to convert the tuple, then you have to find the even number or odd number. So this step will come later. Okay, logical step will come later, just we are learning the basic stuff now. So we have a one list. Okay, inside the list we have a 1 2 3 4 5 number. Now what I'm going to do, just we are going to find the types, and we have a one function that is called tuple function. So by using this tuple function we can find it is converted or not. So we are going to convert this list into the tuple. So now we'll see this output, what the output is coming. So you can see before it is the list, this is the square braces. After converting this tuple, we have converted this tuple, right? So this tuple is converted. Now before it is the list, now it is the tuple. So you can see the difference between tuple and list. So tuple having the simple this braces, small braces here, right? But list having the square braces. So next topic is tuple only. After list we will see what is the difference between the tuple and list, and we have also the different function in the tuple where we will use this tuple. So we will coming session we will learn this tuple also. But in this example what we are doing, list we are converting into the tuple. Okay, so this is your one. How to compare list, you have to compare two lists, then how to compare this. Okay, so we have a one good example, so we will understand and learn something new here. So the requirement is there, you have to compare two lists. Then how to compare this? So we have a one list here. Okay, list 1 and list 2. You can create the list like that also, no problem at all. Okay, this is the list 1. Okay, and this is the list 2. Okay, and we are going to compare this. So now I'm not going to compare now. Okay, this I will come by one. So what happened, it will get the clear picture idea about that. Now what the value will come here, true or false. So when we are using the double equal operator, in the core Java, when you are using the double equal operator, it will compare the hash code in the core Java, right? But we will not compare with the core Java, we are learning the Python. But if you want to compare this content, how to compare this content? So content, how to compare in the core Java, we have an equals method. So you have to override the equals method, then we can compare this. But here no equals method. If you are using double equal operator, it will compare list of the content. Okay, a list of the element simply. Then what is the output will come? If I will run this, so you can see what the output is coming. The value is coming true. Why it is coming true? Because the same list is there, list 1 and list 2, right? Now I am going to remove this. Now what is the value will come? Now again I will comment this, and I'll comment this, I will comment this one, and I'm going to comment this one. So now what is the value will come here, because the both list 1 and list 2 are different, right? List 1 and list 2, when we are using this double equal operator, it will compare the content of the list. So now the value will come false, because the both lists are different, right? So that's why this value is coming false. Another operation what we are going to perform here, now just I am going to comment this.
Mohit,
Yes,
if some values are matching now,
which value here?
means 3, 5.
No, completely it will, any value will having the different, because it is comparing all the content, means you have a same list. Okay, if any value is different, then it will come the false only. Understood, right, Ravi?
Yes.
Okay, so it is not like one value is matching and one value, completely it is, if both lists are same, it will return true. If any value is not matching, it will return false. That's it. Okay, so same thing here, you can see we have a list 1 and list 2. Okay, so value is just different order, having reverse and all. Now I am going to compare now. Okay, here you will get the idea. Okay, now I am going to compare here, and after sorting this value I am going to compare here. Okay, so now I am going to do this. If I will run this, then you can see what happened. Here it is coming false. Why? Because the order is different of the list. So completely it matching like that. So same list should be there. If your order is also different, it will return the false. Here I have performed this sorting, so it will sort both, right? So it will become the same type, same content and same order. So that's why we are getting the true value, right? False and true. Okay, this is one stuff. Okay, so we have some using the list of the stack. So we have another method that is called pop method. So how it is working, this pop will come with this. Okay, so again, if I will execute one by one all the stuff, then do like that only. If you are doing any coding and control flow is like too much, I think did not copy this. So let's see this pop, how this pop is working this. So we have just what we are doing here. Okay, this list is there, just we are going to print this. This is not a big deal. Now I am going to append this. Append means we are adding this value. So again I am doing again, just once again. If I will execute in one shot, out of the confusion, so we'll execute line by line and we'll understand how this is working this. So simply it will print the list, that there is no need to run this, we know that, just we are simply printing this. Now I am going to append this. So before, how many is there? Code, Java, Selenium, Python, Big Data, Hadoop and Spark. Now I am going to append this. So if I am going to append this, so you can see what the output is coming here. The value is appended here, right? Data structure is added in the last. If you will append any element, it will add only in the last, because insertion order is preserved here. Okay, so now again what I am going to perform here, again I am going to append here advanced Python. Okay, now I am going to here so now I am going to append here advanced Python. So again what happened, it will add again the advanced Python at the last of the list. So it is advanced Python in the last. This is the appending. We are doing the append operation function we are performing. Now if I am going to use this pop, okay, I use this pop. So let's see what happened. This pop delete this element. So you can see while using this pop, advanced Python is deleted. Okay, so when you are using pop function, it will delete the last of the element. Okay, again I am going to use this pop. Okay, so now again I am going to delete this pop. So when I am going to delete this, so let's using this pop, so it will delete the last of this. So here we have learned one more thing. Append, when you are using this append function, it will add in the last. When you are using the pop function, it will delete in the last. So how to add the value which is added in the last of the element in the list? How to delete? It will delete only last of this. So by using the pop function and append function, we can perform this, right? So this is one concept of the pop. Okay. This is I have written regarding this queue. This queue is coming first in first output, DQ. Okay. So this queues having the anything. Okay, this DQs, I think this Python 1 and 2, it is I think supporting or not, we'll see once. Okay, list of assignments. Okay, 1 second, I will try this, because this DQ is, so which first we'll understand what is the queues. Okay, so this is like working on the first in first out. Okay, structure. So we have, I think a lot of the time we have learned in the another language, FIFO and LIFO, right? First in first out, last in last. What is the meaning of last in first, right? So this is working on this. So we'll theory, we will lot of the things we are not able to understand, but we'll come with the practical part. So we'll try to understand this. So let's I don't know this. I think we have to import this DQ. I try with Python 2. 1 second, let's see. It is okay. It is not copy this. So let list of the assigning and copying this. So what is going to do in this example? So it is copied, right? But why it is showing uncommented? I did not comment this. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So we have a DQ. Okay. So I think so. This. Okay. So now. No. Actually, this is the different example, and this is the different example. So DQ. This is the list 1, list 2. This is a different example. No, I'm also confused this. So I think this DQ is working with your. Let's try with this. No, this one is a different example. Okay, this is the different example. This is not this. So when we have to import this DQ. Let's see what is the output is coming here, because this I have some issue in this example, but let's try once. First in first out. So because you have to import here, so let's try it. It won't be work. I will let you know regarding this DQ, because I told you now, because this DQ model is not working. Okay, but we have to import this DQ. Okay, I will let you know about of this DQ. So that's why I have commented this stuff. Okay, so this DQ I will let you know. Okay, I think it is deleted. What happened? There we are. So next list. Okay, so my cursor is gone up. Okay, this DQ I will let you know regarding this, because this, when I'm trying to import this, it is not coming in the list. So might be it is not going to support in Python 3, and something is supporting in Python 2, something is not supporting in Python 3. So this is the different example. So this is only have a assignment, how to you can assignment, list assignment and copying this. So this DQ I will discuss later. Okay, so leave it, and not this is also not too much important stuff. So now what I'm going to do, how to copy an assignment to do the assignment of this list. So again I will execute line by line, because if I will come with, so what happened, lot of the confusion will come. So we'll execute line by line and we'll understand this all the stuff. So now we have a list 1 and list 2. Okay, so this list I assign inside this list 2. This list 1 is assigned in the list 2. So if I will print list 2, then now what is the output will come? Sorry, cancel this, because the list 1 I assigned in the list 2. Sorry, we have to comment this. Okay, so list 1 we have assigned in the list 2, you can see. Okay, so now this list 1 we have assigned in the list 2. Are you able to understand what is going to happen? A simple assignment when we are doing a equal to 10. So 10 is stored in the A, right? So same thing I am doing here. This list 1 is stored in this list variable 2 simply. Okay, so same thing. So that is called list assignment and copying this. So now if I will do list 1 Python, in this I am storing inside this list of 1, I am going to store this Python, and simply we are going to print this. So now if I will compile this, so now you can see, so in both the Python is stored, right? Because the same list 1 and list 2 having the same, because list 2 equal to list 1. Okay, so don't confuse this, just will do dry run. Dry run means what I'm going to do this. Okay, so now in list 3 in list 3, list of list 1. Okay, so list 1 is only list. Again I took this list operation, so let's see what is happening here. So same thing, this is only we have to run this. So when I am going to use this list, so only same output will come. So don't confuse this. Okay, so same operation we are going to perform here, multiple ways. So if I am going to and the list of 0 I am going to assign 0, and list 1 and list 3, then what is the output will come. So you can see the same, okay, this is like too much confusion if you will execute in one time. So here list 1, list of 1, because the list of 1, here we use list of 1. Where is list of 1? Okay, this is the list of 1. Okay, so inside this list of 1, here I change this value. Okay, I change this value. Again I am going to print list of 1 and list of 3. So the value will change here. Okay, so that's why this output is coming. So what you have to do, just execute line by line. Okay, but list of 2, the value is, because in the last you can see what I have displayed, list of 3. List of 3 store again another value, right? Because I use this list function. So the again new list is list of 3 having that different list. Okay, but here list of 1 I change this value. Okay, so that's why in the place of, this output is coming in the list of 0 and list of this existing list is coming. Okay, if you have a confusion how I am executing, just execute one by one. Okay, so we have one more this. So this is just I have given simple example. So I will come with logical coding, then we will discuss more logical programming. So here I think this is like it's looking the complicated step. This is called comprehension. Okay, so what I am going to do here, this is called comprehension. So comprehension is a different concept, but I have given this here. So what I am going to do here, how to write this. So we are finding the square of the list, a square element of the square, whatever the element is there, I want to be a square here, a square of this. So this is called comprehension. I will discuss later this step, but we will understand this. First we have given this list, for loop. So for loop, how this for loop is working? This for loop so when we are writing for FOR 4, here is the variable name, anything you can give, X, I, anything. In is a operator. Okay, in. Okay, and here is the range where it will go, like list is there, list. Okay, so what happened here, list, okay, list equal to, we have a value here, this is one list, one value is there, 1 2 3 4. Okay, now this is having the double column. Okay, this is having the double column. So what happened here, no increment and decrement is there, it will iterate, it depend upon the iteration, this range length of this list, this one. Okay, it is depend upon the this. So now what is the, here I have given the I, so now I value is what, 1, right? Again here internally inbuilt is there, right? So internally it is going for the range of the list, then again I value is 2, again I value is 3, again I value is 4. So like that this for loop is working. So it is only range, whatever this data type, your range we will assign here. So this is the simple syntax of for loop. So now we have used here same, here completely you can assign here list also, here you can give the list, no issue, just I have given the list of here only, and it is only the also the list. So this is your for loop, it will go from your range 3 4 5 and we have a x into x, so it will give this value, this x. So now x value is 3, right? 3 into 3, 3 to power square 9. Okay, again 4 to power 2 16, again it will come 5 to power 5 and 25. So like that it is coming. Okay, so we'll execute this. Value syntax, what is it? Okay, so now just remove this, why we have given this output sorry. So what you have to do, just will go and execute this, so you can see this output is coming. So we have a lot of the examples. So coming session I will discuss, so I will send you this notes. I think one more topic